What's up, folks? Welcome to the draft edition of the Panthers Fan Talk. I am Eric, and with me as always, Will.
Just heard the Panthers 2017 NFL Draft first round pick, and the Panthers selected
Christian McCaffrey, Stanford running back.
With the 8th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers have selected Christian McCaffrey. Running back. It's okay. Running back, wide receiver, whatever you want to call it.
He's a triple tweener. He's a triple tweener.
I think I heard a lot about the dude over the past, couple weeks, especially as the draft neared. Many people thought that's who we were going to take. I wasn't one of those people. Many people wanted him. I also wasn't one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
We had Malik Hooker on the board. We had O.J. Howard on the board. Those are my top two choices. I think that Malik Hooker is going to be... But I think both of them are going to be perennial Pro Bowlers. But, with that said, I have said all along that I think McCaffrey could be a superstar. I just didn't think he was as sure a bet as the others. And so my emotions right now are kind of mixed. I mean, obviously, being a Panthers fan, we could have taken, some dude from Charlotte 49ers, and I would be hoping that he's a superstar.
Yeah.
But obviously it's mixed because I didn't know who I was wanting necessarily. Man, who you want?
Anybody with McCaffrey? Usually in the first round, we most of the time take best player available, and I feel like that didn't happen this time. Like you said, we had O.J. Howard, and after watching one highlight of Malik Hooker, man, that dude is absolutely just phenomenal. He's a phenomenal safety. Reminds me a lot of Ed Reed. People question his tackling ability, but I mean, we can teach the dude how to tackle. I mean, it seems like he wants to learn, and that dude is he's a ball eagle, man. The dude's freaking 10 times better than a ball hawk. He's a freaking ball eagle. The dude is freaking absolutely amazing. And then, my pick I wanted, man, sitting right there for us, O.J. Howard. That dude's going to be a straight Pro Bowler from his rookie season until he decides to retire. That dude is a complete beast. Can run block, can pass block. God knows Cam Newton needs more protection. Another big receiver for us. Him and Greg Olsen would be just a freaking nightmare matchup for any defense. And,
I do completely agree with all that. But, we're sitting here, we just took Run CMC. And there are some things to like about him. I mean, obviously his versatility. God knows we've needed a punt returner since Steve Smith. I don't think the first round's where you want to be taking your punt returner. But we need one of those. We need somebody that can make plays that's a game breaker. We don't have a game breaker on offense. We have guys that can make plays. Benjamin, I still like Funchess. Olsen, I know a lot of people are down on both those receivers I named, but we got guys that can make plays. But this is a guy that's super athletic and could be a game breaker if we can put him in the right position. And hopefully that's what he turns out to be. I know a lot of people I know were huge on the McCaffrey bandwagon going in. My boy Pierre, been tweeting him all day. He's, that's what he wanted. I'm sure he's stoked right now. And like I said, I can see, you get the dump offs. Hopefully we allow Cam to get some easy completions. That'd be nice for a change. And get into rhythm. You can use him, in the slot. You can run the same kind of stuff you did with Ginn with the reverses and whatnot. There's things to be hopeful about. Hey man, who you want?
Anybody with McCaffrey? The only thing that gives me hope about Christian McCaffrey is I was wrong about Luke Kuechly. That's the only thing. That's the only thing holding me together about this pick. He's letting out videos of him doing foot speed. Everybody's comparing him to Reggie Bush. Some people comparing him to LaShawn McCoy. Like, it sounds to me like, okay, we got a punt returner, we got a dude who can play wide receiver, we got a running back, but he's not great at any of those things. I mean, he might be better than average at all those things, but he's not great. But we definitely need somebody out of the backfield, man. I mean, you got to give him a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see. But, my knocks on him are just... and another knock on him is he's too freaking small, dude. He's like he's not even freaking...
He was 202 at the combine. They're saying he plays more around the 215 mark, 212, 215.
He's going to have to add some muscle, which, he can do. I'm sure that might not be a problem, but...
Oh, yeah. Working out in the NFL, with those guys, he's going to have that opportunity. But can he keep his athleticism as he bulks up? That's going to be the question.
Yeah, and how good's he going to play in this... behind this Panthers offensive line. You see Stewart, man, that dude's a bowling ball, and he's got to be. To get any yards against this offensive line, unless we just improve dramatically on the run blocking, he's going to have to, squirt through some holes that nobody else can get through, man, and he can't sit there and dance on the outside like you see him do sometimes at Stanford.
Hey, man, who you want?
Anybody but McCaffrey. And also in Stanford, they had, man, one of the best offensive lines in college. The highlights I saw of him, he was just running through holes the size of freaking New York.
With all that said, though, statistically, he ran through the middle with a better average than Fournette between the tackles, yards per carry.
His highlights ain't as freaking nice as Fournette.
And he handled the ball 30 times a game, which is a crap ton of carries, touches, not just carries. Which normally would be kind of a concern, except for he was going against, Pac-12 defenses. I don't know how much they beat him up.
Exactly.
But that's a lot of touches for a running back. Running backs' careers are always seem to be shorter anyways. But, you bring in a playmaker on an offense that's void of playmakers. Like you said, the offensive line is certainly a concern. But, hopefully we get our coaches to figure out how to be creative, or we get some new coaches. But maybe that'll be in the second round.
That's another thing to add on to the, add on to the pile of Shula.
The pile of Shula.
The pile of Shula, dude. Freak. Is he going to be able to use this cat the way he's supposed to be used, and actually do screens and stuff, and run him out of the backfield and get some little short passes to him in the backfield and maybe make some plays happen, There's a lot of ifs in this, man. It's not a surefire thing, if you would have picked O.J. Howard or, in my belief, Malik Hooker. It's not a surefire thing, man. That's my concern.
I completely agree with that, but I am looking forward to seeing him here, pretty soon, actually, with the rookie mini camps and everything, and then going on into the season, of course. And hopefully dude's a superstar. Hopefully I'm wrong, like you said.
Yeah.
I missed on the Kuechly thing. I didn't think that was the best draft pick at the time. And obviously it was the very best draft pick at the time.
But in our defense, we would have taken, both of us liked Fletcher Cox, and that dude's a complete stud, so we wouldn't miss him.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
Wouldn't miss
that's
him.
true. And it's not to say that,
but
once
Luke's
again,
great.
I've said
I
all
got
along.
his jersey. Take that, it's 59.
I've said all along that I thought that McCaffrey had potential to be great. There was other guys I would have taken.
I'm really saying that.
You gotta follow me on Twitter.
I do follow you.
But that's all I got, man. Like I said, I got hopes for the dude, but it's not where I would have went personally. But it is a player I hope that becomes a Hall of Famer.
What's your grade on taking McCaffrey? If you had to grade it.
If I had to grade it.
Grade it. Let's put him in the grave.
Honestly, man, I have huge faith in Gettleman when it comes to first round draft picks, second round draft picks, which I learned earlier today. And I think it's going to turn out. I think it's going to work out, man. But where I had it, on my own personal beliefs going into the draft based on, us actually getting him, I would have said like a C, given how it fell. Because A, I would have took Hooker, and B, I would have took Howard.
With those guys on the board,
let's go with McCaffrey or somewhere down the list.
Like you said, with Howard and Hooker still on the board, I give it like a D-.
Hey man, who you want?
Anybody but McCaffrey.
No games still catching touchdowns.
Those guys, I think, are just way more surefire football players, Pro Bowlers, coming straight at the gate, ready to help your team out, than Christian McCaffrey, in my opinion. I'm not saying Christian McCaffrey can't be great. Like I said, man.
Coming straight out of Carolina.
Like I said, I was wrong about Luke Kuechly. That's the only thing that really gives me hope about this. When I watched Luke Kuechly on the highlights, I thought he was going to be just a bad pick. He's the best freaking middle linebacker maybe ever. And so with that, I've got hope. And also, you know, he's a Panther, so I want him to be great. I want him to just absolutely be great. I might actually tweet him and tell him, you know, hey, you suck, and hope it like just makes him work even that much more harder.
And get every Panther fan to stop following you on Twitter.
Whatever, dude. Whatever it takes to win a Super Bowl, I'm down. If he helps us win a Super Bowl, then I'll buy his jersey and freaking. I'll buy his jersey.
Well, that's all I got, man.
I guess that's all I got.
Go
I mean,
McCaffrey,
I can talk
go
about
Panthers,
I
go
can talk
second
about how
round, third
much I
round,
wanted.
fourth round, whatever else we got.
I can talk about how much I wanted somebody else, but it's cool.
So that's it, right?
Yep. So keep
Pounding. Run CMC.